It's why we count the
And he
likes.
turned to
It's
me
why
and
we
said,
go back 10 times
"I have no
to see
doubt.
if my
Conversation
Instagram is growing slower. Did I do something wrong? Did I like it more? Right? The trauma for young kids.
Because the infinite player isn't
right?
playing.
Because we know when you get it, you're going to hit a dopamine,
every
which feels
day
good.
with
It's why
every
we
product.
like it. It's why we keep
They're
going
playing
back.
to outlast the competition.
Dopamine is the exact
If
same
I had said to
chemical
Microsoft, "Oh,
that
I've got
makes
the
us
new
feel
iPod
good
Touch,
when we
it's so much
smoke,
better
when
than
we
your new
drink,
Zune," they would have said, "Can we
and
see it?
when
What
we
does it do? We have to
In
see
other
it."
words, it's
Because
highly,
one is obsessed with their competition, the other is obsessed with why they do what they do, the other is obsessed
age
with
restrictions on
where they're
smoking,
going.
gambling,
And the reason Apple frustrates their competition
alcohol.
is because
And with no
secretly
age restrictions
they're not even
on social
competing
media
against
and
them.
cell phones, which is
They're
the equivalent
competing
of
against
opening
themselves.
up the liquor cabinet and
they
saying to our
understand
teenagers, hey, by the way,
that
this
sometimes you're a little
adolescence thing,
bit
if it gets you
ahead,
down,
and sometimes you're a little bit behind. And sometimes your
but
product
that's
is better.
basically what's happening. That's
and
basically what's
sometimes you're
happening,
not.
right?
But
That's
if
basically
you
what
wake
happening.
up
You have an
every
entire
single
generation
morning
that has access to an addictive,
and compete against yourself, how do I make our product
chemical
better than they were
called dopamine through social
yesterday?
media and
How do
cell
I
phones
take
as
care of
they're going
our
through the high
customers
stress
better than we did
of
yesterday?
adolescence?
How do we
Why is this
advance
important?
our cause more
Almost
efficiently,
every
more
alcoholic
productively
discovered
than we
alcohol
did
when they were
yesterday?
teenagers.
How do we find new
When we're
solutions
very, very
to
young, the
advance
only
our
approval
calling,
we
our
need is the
cause, our
approval
purpose,
of
our
our
belief,
parents.
our
And as
why
we go
every
through
single
adolescence, we
day?
make this
What you will find is
transition where
over
we now need the
time,
approval of our
you will
peers.
probably
Very
be
frustrating
ahead
for our
more
parents.
often.
Very important
Those who
for
play
us
the
that allows
infinite
us
game
to
understand
acculturate
it's not
outside
about
of
the
our immediate
battle,
families
it's
into
about the
a broader
war.
tribe. Right? It's
And
a
they
highly,
don't play
highly stressful
to
and
win
anxious
every
period of our
day.
lives, and we're supposed
And they frustrate
to
their
learn
competition.
they don't have the coping mechanisms to deal with stress. So when significant stress starts to show up in their lives,
So I'm
they're not turning to a person.
embarrassed
They're turning to a device.
that I
They're
have a
turning to social
career.
media. They're turning to these
I
things
talk
that
about
offer
things
temporary
like
relief.
trust
We know, the
and
science is clear, we
cooperation,
know
and there
that
should
people
be
who
no
spend more time
demand
on
for my
Facebook
work.
suffer higher rates of depression than people who
But the
spend less
fact of the
time on
matter
Facebook.
is there is demand for
These
my
things
work, which
balance.
means that
Alcohol
there's
is
an
not bad.
opportunity.
Too much alcohol.
It means that
Gambling
trust
is
and
fun. Too
cooperation
much
are not
gambling is
yet
dangerous.
standard in our
Right? There's
organizations,
nothing wrong
and
with
yet they
social
should be,
media
and
and
we
cell
know
phones.
that,
It's
which
the
is why we're
imbalance.
looking for ways
Right?
to bring
If
those
you're
things
sitting at dinner
to
with your
our
friends,
organizations.
and you're texting somebody
So I
who's
thought I
not
would do
there,
something a little different today. You know, when you're
That's a
speaking
problem.
to
That's an
tens
addiction.
of thousands
If
of
you're
people
sitting in a
and you have the
meeting
opportunity
with
to
people you're
share a
supposed to be
message,
listening to and
of course,
speaking, and you
most
put your
rational
phone
people would
on
say,
the
let's go
table,
with something I've talked about
face up or
lots of
face
times
down,
and
I
I'm
don't
really
care.
good at, but
that sends a
I'm
subconscious message to the room
not
that
normal,
you're not
so
just
I'm going to
not
do
that
something
good.
completely new,
Right?
and I
That's
hope
what
this
happens.
works out.
And the fact that you cannot put it away is
There are
because
two
you
things that I
aren't
think that great leaders
Right?
need
If
to
you wake up
have.
and you check your phone before
Empathy
you
and
say good morning
perspective.
to your girlfriend, boyfriend,
And I think
or
these
spouse,
things are very
you
often
have an
forgotten.
addiction.
Leaders
And
are so
like all
often so
addictions, in time,
concerned
it'll
about their
destroy
status or their
relationships,
position in the
it'll cost
organization,
time,
they actually
it'll
forget
cost
their
money,
real
it'll make
job.
your life worse.
And the real job of a leader is not about being
So you
in
have a
charge,
generation growing up
it's
with low
about taking
self-esteem
care of
that doesn't
those
have the coping
in
mechanisms
our
to deal with
charge.
stress.
And I don't think
Right?
people
Now you
realize
add in
this, and I don't think people
education.
train for this.
Right? They've grown up in a world
When
of
we're
instant
junior,
gratification.
our
You wanna buy
only
something, you
responsibility
go on a
is to be good at our jobs. That's
watch
all
a
we
movie?
really have to
Log on
do.
and watch a movie. You don't
And
have
some
to do
people
that.
actually
You
go
wanna watch
get
a TV show?
advanced
You don't even
educations
have to wait.
so that they can be really good at their jobs,
Right. I know
accountants or
people who
whatever,
skip
right?
seasons just
And
so
you
they can
show
binge
up
at the
and you
end of the
work
season.
hard, and the
Right?
company will give us tons and tons of training how to do our jobs. They'll show us how to use
Strength of relationships.
do the job better
there
than
ain't
us.
no app.
That's what got them
Slow,
promoted.
meandering.
Really what we have to do
uncomfortable,
is go
messy
through a
process.
transition.
And
Some
so I
people make
keep
it quickly,
meeting
some people make it slowly, and unfortunately some people will never make that transition at all. Which is we have to go through this transition of being responsible for the job and then turning into somebody who's now responsible for the people who are responsible for the job. And as I said before, one of the great things that is lacking in most of our companies is that they are not teaching us how to lead. And leadership is a skill like
which is the summit. What they don't see is the mountain. Generation needs to learn is patience.